Unpacking the mystery of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in Covert Narcissists. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Hey, I'm Dr. Melissa. I'm a trauma expert and top doctor. And in this video and on this channel, I help you identify the hidden narcissists in your life, identify their impact on your life, and then turn that trauma and that drama into gold, becoming stronger and more powerful than you ever were before. If that sounds like exactly what you need and your body is a hell yes, click subscribe and click that notification bell so that you are notified of each and every video. So let's unpack the meaning of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in Covert Narcissists, because I'll tell you what, this is a concept that almost everyone gets wrong. Society thinks, and many people teach, that the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde phenomenon in a narcissist is that the narcissist is all funny and nice and charming when they're out in public, and then they're mean to their partner at home. And while that scenario may be true in some circumstances, it really downplays what the victim is experiencing. When you start looking at what is going on with the covert narcissist closely, you see that they experienced so much deep-seated shame that they created a persona of false identity and idealized self, typically in early childhood. And the covert narcissist has created a made-up version of reality to go with that persona, that idealized self. It's sort of the story that backs up who it is they want to be, who it is they want to show the world. It's like the covert narcissist has created their own movie and they're the director. They get to play the starring role of victim and hero, and everyone else is assigned a supporting role. The covert narcissist is in a constant state of inner conflict, a war between their true self and their false self. Their true self lacks a strong sense of identity. It feels intense amounts of shame. It feels extreme fear about not being good enough. It wants to be good. The covert narcissist's false idealized self was created out of a desire to avoid that shame and that fear. It was created to be a defense mechanism, a method of protecting itself, of walling itself off to avoid feeling that fear and shame. The covert narcissist's false self or persona is someone they're proud to be. Someone who's friendly, charming, likable, funny. Someone who helps others. Someone who had a really rough life yet turned out so great and everyone wonders how. To the covert narcissist, this persona proves that their greatest fears are not true. They are good enough. They are kind. They are lovable. They are a person of good character. They're special. The covert narcissist will do anything to preserve this persona. And some think this is the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde nature of a covert narcissist. But we're not there yet. When you are in a relationship with a covert narcissist, it's like you are with or married to two distinct people. You may even wonder if this person has multiple personality disorder. Maybe you've looked that up on the internet. One of the personalities is the person you fell in love with. Someone who's friendly, collaborative, a great communicator, easygoing, enjoyable to be around. But then there's this other person who sabotages you, devalues you, and shows so much rage towards you. Or if they don't show it outwardly, you feel it bubbling just beneath the surface. The two don't seem to know that the other one exists. And in many cases, they don't. They don't know. Say you're having a conversation about finances and how to fund your kids' college educations. You discuss it thoroughly, the ins and the outs, the logistics, the realities, the hopes. You listen to each other. You feel like you've heard your partner and like you've been heard. Your covert narcissist partner expresses the same. You feel like you came to a mutual understanding of how to proceed and feel really good about the conversation. All seems good. And when the covert narcissist is emotionally regulated and is in their persona, their idealized self, all is good. But sometime later, could be minutes, hours, days, years, the covert narcissist mask slips and they fear you've seen who they really are. That you know they are not their persona, this idealized self. Now Mr. Hyde steps in and goes on full-on attack mode. He is determined to take you out. That subconscious Mr. Hyde script is powerful and always running in the background, ready to jump in as needed. Hyde references that conversation about finances in your kids' education from long, long ago. Hyde tells you that you're controlling, tells their flying monkeys that they were never on board with this plan, sabotages you to make you pay for wronging them. You're stunned. You don't know where this came from. Or say you had some really great times in your dating life or in your marriage. You had times when you laughed so hard together you almost peed your pants. You had times when you cried together, when you leaned on each other for support. You had times that you overcame challenges together, and other times that felt like a gift, a blessing. You remember the good with the bad. You have object constancy. When the covert narcissist's shame and self-esteem are regulated through adequate narcissistic supply, they remember the good times too. When their shame and their low self-esteem exceed their narcissistic supply, they shift into Mr. Hyde, desperately trying to control the narrative, to save the persona, to avoid their feelings of shame and fear. It is in those moments that you will hear, "You never loved me at all. You used me the entire relationship. You played me. You nagged me about everything. We could never communicate." Later, the covert narcissist's self-esteem will revert to baseline low but tolerable levels. The shame will abate and their emotions will regulate. You'll ask to discuss their feelings, referencing the hurtful statements they just made. And you'll hear, "What? I would have never said that. I don't feel that way." That doesn't sound like me. Once again, you're talking to their secure persona. Dr. Jekyll is back. This is the person you fell in love with. They beg you not to give up on them, not to give up on the relationship. They apologize and you feel they are genuinely sincere. You wonder if they've changed. You were ready to leave a minute ago. Now you're having second thoughts. You wonder if you're going crazy. Whether it's in public or behind closed doors, you see that part of them that wants to be good, that has no recollection of what Hyde has done or said, and that wants to be loved until Hyde rears his very ugly head again. If this video resonates with you, if you truly understand the Jekyll and Hyde nature of a covert narcissist and how devastating it is on your mental and psychological health and well-being, type "I get it" in the comments. Then like this video, subscribe to this channel, share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. And if you know that you want to move from narcissist victim to narcissist survivor, I invite you to download my free clarity guide to help you get clear about where you're at now and your next best step moving forward. You can do that at narclesslife.com. I'm Dr. Melissa, and I will see you in the next video.